It's been a long time since I've seen Nico. And then there's this telegram. Sender unknown. It says Nico's dead. The rain was pattering onto the passenger plane from Madrid to Paris, while it was in its final descent. Dismal day in this big city. It's strange seeing Ruggieri after all those years. So let's go. Nico, thank God you're okay.
George,
I thought something had happened to you.
why would you think that?
Did I get it wrong completely? This telegram here.
I don't know anything about it.
You don't know anything about it. Is that all you have to say? For God's sake, I was worried about you.
As you can see, I'm fine. Would you mind leaving now? I've got a lot of work to do.
Nico, what's wrong with you? I travel all the way from America to be close to you, to look after you, to have you near me, and now you're so dismissive.
Sorry, George. I'm busy right now.
I'd better go then.
Would be better.
No, it makes no sense to talk to Nico right now.
Yes, it's me, Nicole. George has just been in. The telegram arrived after all.
Strange. I'm kind of expecting a mad clown to jumping around the corner and knocking me out with his accordion now. My fears are proved to be unfounded. Instead, I'm standing in the middle of Paris, confused. I have questions, so many questions. Does Nico have anything to do with this telegram? If yes, why would she do a thing like that? I think about it for some time, until I see her, sitting there patiently, selling flowers, just as though time had stopped. She helped me once. Why not a second time? There are a lot of beautiful things in there. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything that would fit me. Smashing the window would be the wrong way, and way too tiring. No, it makes no sense to talk to Nico right now. Funny, Nico's name is misspelled. There's a T instead of a D at the end. As Nico's name is misspelled, I'd love to take the label out and correct the mistake, but I'll leave it there for now. The flower vendor has broadened her assortment. If I remember correctly, she didn't have tulips a couple of years ago. As usual, I don't want any flowers. I don't believe it. That nice old lady still sells flowers. Excuse me.
Me? Oh, it's you. Didn't I tell you you would come back?
Yes, you sure did. What have you been doing all this time?
I've been selling flowers, telling fortunes to the customers, the usual stuff.
Well, it's not that usual, is it?
It is to me.
Don't you ever get fed up with selling flowers and telling fortunes?
You know, I've done this for years now. After such a long time, it is difficult to start anything different.
You could produce your own TV show. Something like things you always wanted to know about your future.
Not a bad idea. But I think I'm going to carry on selling my flowers. After all, I don't want to make a show of my gift.
I understand.
Good. No, I'm afraid I don't know what's going on with your girlfriend.
Pardon? Ah, you were reading my mind.
Well, it's in my nature to predict the conversational topics people are going to confront me with.
And what do I want to ask?
You want to know what your girlfriend has been doing during the last couple of weeks.
Damn it. You're absolutely right.
I can't tell you anything precise. Only this. Your girlfriend went out late in the evening a lot.
Was she accompanied by a worm?
Pardon?
A blonde man with a ponytail. Ugly, wears specs and shorts and goes by the name of Andre Labenu.
I don't think so.
A lot off my mind.
After a few days, her going out suddenly stopped. I hadn't seen her again till this morning.
What do you mean?
She didn't seem to leave her flat.
That's not like her at all. Maybe you were talking to a customer when she came out.
No, I don't think so. I have plenty of time to look at the scenery, if you know what I mean.
I do. Business is going badly.
Well, you could put it like that.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to rub salt into the wound. You still have me as a regular customer, and I will certainly be back. Can you tell me what's going on with the weather here in Paris? When I arrived, it was pouring rain, and now bright sunshine.
Yes, it's true. And it will rain again today. And it's going to be worse than this morning.
Well then, I should take advantage of this beautiful weather. Besides, I have nothing better to do anyway.
How about a nice little ice cream?
Now that you mention it, good idea, actually.
In Rouge Park, there is a very good ice cream parlor. Yes, I can.
Could we handle this in the traditional way? Meaning I ask first and you answer afterwards. That's more familiar to me.
Oui.
So, can you tell me if I'll go on a long journey again?
Do you really want to know that?
I guess so.
You are going to die.
What?
If you're not careful.
Well, that's nothing special.
You will meet someone unexpected.
That blonde ponytailed worm?
No, it's not him. It is a rather good-looking person.
Male or female?
That's €5, please.
Come on.
I'm sorry, but soothsaying has its price.
Pity.
But I'll do you a favor. I'll give you this newspaper.
Wow, thanks. I'm honored. Why are you giving it to me?
When the time comes, you'll know.
Where do I find Rouge Park?
Do you know Hermétique de Naval, better known as Site de Baphomet?
I sure do. Years ago I borrowed a bucket from a painter, tricked a bouncer, then I...
Monsieur.
Oh, sorry.
Where was I? Ah, yes. 2 roads on from there, the park begins. It's not particularly big, but the ice cream parlor is worth a visit.
Thanks for the tip. I must be going now. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Yes, we will. Certainly.
Oh no, that sounds familiar. This is the newspaper the flower vendor gave me. It's folded twice. One of the headlines catches my eye. Café de la Chandelle Verte opens its gates at 4 o'clock this afternoon for the first time since the bombing. I should stop by. The flower vendor was right. Apart from the ice cream parlor, which is in fact an ice cream van, and the fountain, there isn't much here. A park bench. I can't sit down now. I must find out what's wrong with Nico. Well, it's sprinkling. I'm not thirsty. Up there is an absolutely enormous ice cream cone. Impressive. Of course, you've noticed that the cone is only 2 meters tall, haven't you? The van's window, is it steamed up or why is it so difficult to look through?
What can I do for you?
I'd like 3 scoops of ice cream, please. 1 strawberry, 1 vanilla, and 1 chocolate.
That's €3.
Oh,
Oh, now, don't tell me you haven't got any money.
I don't have to say it if you don't want to hear it.
Can't guys like you think of a better way to...
Listen, it's not a scam or whatever you're about to call it.
Oh, isn't it? And what is it then?
Actually,
I see. Come back when you have the money.
this sculpture somehow reminds me of Nico. I can see 3 coins down there. I am one lucky beggar. This must be 3 euros. At least that's what I think. Wow, what am I supposed to say? I've got money this time.
The same again?
Yes, please.
3 euros again, please.
Here you go.
Are you trying to take the piece out of me? These coins aren't 3 euros, but 3 old German pfennigs.
I'm really sorry, I didn't...
Now cut the talking. I only want to see you at this window again when you have money. And with money, I mean euros. Understand?
Of course.
Good.
What does a euro coin actually look like?
Bugger off!
Okay, I'm leaving. I find an envelope wrapped in the paper. It reads, "For the right moment." There are 3 euros in the envelope. The vendor really knew what was going to happen. 3 euros. It's me again.
I'm telling you, if you don't have money now, you're in trouble.
3 euros. You see?
I don't want to know where you got them. Here's your ice cream.
Thanks. Ew! This ice cream tastes like dead socks. Gross! Nico seems to have become interested in DIY recently. Either this, or it's one of Andre's silly presents. I can imagine Nico's face when Andre brought her a screwdriver from his expedition to Africa. Oh, Andre, you shouldn't have. Well, Andre, you really shouldn't. Always useful. Yeah, that's a place I know well. Great idea, cuddling into the blanket and pretending everything was fine. But I have to know what's wrong with Nico. There's a bear with a heart embroidered onto it. Cute. Quite big and fuzzy. I can't believe Nico still keeps this old, disgusting thing. Yes, I could actually throw it out of the window, but somehow I'm lacking the whole "George, overcome all your doubts and destroy that stupid thing" impulse. A nice view of the hustling streets of Paris. Not really feeling like suicide at the moment, maybe later. Bapho. Seems like the rest of the note is missing. Bapho. Seems like the rest of the note is missing. A note. I can see the letters M-E-T. Is that a place? That's it, Baphomet. But what now? That's Nico's answering machine. I've got one of these myself back home in America, and I hate it. That's Nico's answering machine. I've got one of these myself back home in America, and I hate it. That's Nico's camera. She used it virtually everywhere, in Syria, Quaramante, and devil knows where else. Yes, I could take some photos, but I don't think they would be of much use. I'd better leave that to Nico. There's a poster with Broken Sword 2 on it. No, I won't. Why should I rip it from the wall? Nico's computer, it's running. Nothing happens. The operating system seems to be secured with a password. I type in Baphomet. It bleeps and buzzes. Then the screen displays a list of names and addresses. The right edge of the paper shows the coat of arms of the Parisian police. That must be a copy of an official document. Maybe an address list. Maybe Nico is working on a new story. I can't make heads or tails of it. The last time I ransacked Nico's handbag, I found plenty of useful items, and that garbage present that Andre had given her. A pair of red panties. The bag seems to be quite full. My hands reach into the bag. Ouch! I cut myself on a sharp metal something. As I get it out, I realize it's a pair of scissors. Nasty. Again, my hands touch something pointed, but this time I'm prepared for it. A hairpin. The last time I reach into Nico's handbag, I feel something smooth. Oh my god, it's a small purple slip. Probably another of Andre's presents. That sneaky little... That's Nico's handbag. The last time I ransacked Nico's handbag, I found plenty of useful items, and that garbage present that Andre had given her. A pair of red panties. Now the hairpin is a perfect lockpick! Advertising column with a few commercial posters. Not very interesting. Apart from one advertisement I noticed right away. Retired gendarme looking for a vacancy as an assistant policeman. Assistant policeman. That's typical of the French. Under the main part of the advertisement, there's another sentence. Don't cross the road until the little man shows green. It would be silly to rip them off. I don't believe it. After all these years, they've really whipped this cafe into shape. I shouldn't just help myself.
Monsieur, stop.
Stobart, do you still remember me?
Yes, certainly. Your friend Nico used to talk about you a lot. And besides, you're the man who helped me up and comforted me after the attack. And you didn't give me alcohol to drink.
What have you been doing all these years after the attack?
If I tell you that, you'll think I'm crazy.
I'm doing that already.
Tu m'écrofois, je comprends.
I beg your pardon?
Just thinking out loud.
So...
Whatever. After the bombing, I worked in a small cafe just around the corner.
Didn't you have to recover from the shock?
Not really, to be honest.
Crazy.
Didn't I tell you? When this cafe reopened, I didn't hesitate for a second. And here I am.
It's just great to hear such a success story in these depressing times. I'll have a seat.
If I can get you anything, just call me. Oui?
Okay, thank you. Wow, what am I supposed to say?
Now, who's that? Oh, it's George, our friend and adventurer.
Hi, Andre.
What brings you back to Paris after all this time?
Let's say it's private.
It's something to do with Nico, oui?
It's about Nico.
Something about a disappearance, oui?
She disappeared?
Didn't you know that?
No, I didn't. She didn't tell me.
A while ago, Nico went completely underground. For 2 or 3 weeks, nobody heard anything from her. Her employer was worried too, and I informed the police.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
I sent you a text message.
Stop lying, Andre!
Okay, I didn't think it necessary for you to get involved.
I'm her boyfriend, goddammit.
Ex-boyfriend, you mean?
No. I usually mean exactly what leaves my mouth.
Or whatever. Nico reappeared after these 3 weeks, just as though nothing had happened.
What did she say?
When I asked her about her being gone for so long, she only told me she had visited her mother in the country.
That makes sense, I guess.
Georges, her mother has been dead for nearly 2 years now. Maybe Nico thought I didn't know, or maybe...
Maybe what?
I don't know. But the worst is yet to come.
It gets even worse?
Oh yes, there was a rumor that Nico had tried to kill Bernard Lemar, the acting mayor of Paris.
Do you really believe that?
I don't know what to think. Since she has been meeting those people, she hasn't been who she used to be.
Meeting what people? Come out with it, Andre!
I don't have any details, but I know that she regularly attended those strange group meetings. One night I followed her, but near Montfaucon, I lost track of her.
Montfaucon, but that's the place where...
Exactly. The place where the Templars suffered their worst hour, and where regular Neo-Templar meetings are held.
It can't be true. Nico and the Templars? It makes absolutely no sense.
Why not? The evidence clearly indicates that.
Sounds like you're suspecting Nico.
I'm a student of history, George. I believe in facts, and the facts do not give a good impression of Nicole.
My grandfather died, Nico isn't who she was, and is suspected of trying to assassinate the mayor. That's just incredible. Have you asked Nico about the attempted assassination, Andre?
I did, but she denied everything.
Did the local press cover the story?
They did, George. The story went through all the papers for days. France Nationale had a particularly elaborate take on the topic.
Interesting.
Maybe the paper's archive can be of help to you. The papers must still be available from there.
How did these rumors actually emerge? I mean, how's anyone supposed to know that Nico was the assassin? Is there any evidence?
I'm sorry, George, but I must be going. See you later.
What a pity to see you go. I don't know much yet. The only clue I have is the France Nationale, and I must find out what's behind those rumors. I have a feeling Nico might be in danger.